Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We've got something really interesting that we're going to look at today. This is the Osaka FutureLab. Let's have a look. Hey guys, so welcome back to Sports Republic Reviews. Today we're going to look at the amazing FutureLab stick from Osaka. So in the last decade or so, with the different compounds that manufacturers are using, a lot of the brands have been experimenting with different shapes, and Osaka have been looking at experimenting with different shapes and molds for quite some time, and this is what they've come up with. We think it is truly sort of game-changing, and there's a lot of different little nuances in this FutureLab. So I'm going to take you through a couple points of detail, and I think the first thing that you're obviously going to notice is this is called the hook slot. So it's not new. Some other brands came out with different head shapes, but I think what Osaka have done, which is pretty clever, is they've really looked at the different head shapes out there and tried to actually see where you get the most benefit. It's one thing just having a different head shape, but is there actually a benefit? And through lots of testing, they kind of found out that this hook slot is really going to make sure that you're getting the benefit out of just a different head shape. So it's still a maxi head shape, which is very traditional to Osaka, but they've taken a piece out of the head on this side over here, and that's really going to help if you are a drag flicker and you pick the ball up in the crook of your head. That's going to assist you there. It's also, if you're the injector, it's really going to make sure that the ball sits nicely. It sits a lot more comfortable in this sort of head shape over here. It's also a little bit more square here, which is going to give you that benefit on your backhand. So if you are receiving, or you do tend to play quite a lot on your backhand, just this little slight extension here is going to make sure that you are picking the ball up easier and you're executing your skills easier. So that's the first noticeable difference on it. This is the hook slot technology, and it makes a lot of sense, and it really is going to give you an extra benefit in your game. The other major difference in the stick is the different mold that they're using. So I'm trying to hold it up so you can see the shape of the back of the stick. So we know that sort of triangles are the strongest structure kind of in the world, and I think what's key here is that they try to use that geometry to make sure that they've got a stick that is still really stiff. And the use of this structure at the back, this triangle back of the stick, allows Osaka to get a stick that is still incredibly stiff, and within this structure, it actually allowed them to use less material and still obtain the same amount of stiffness. So what you're finding is a really stiff stick, and we know if you've watched some of our videos before that the stiffer the stick, the kind of the more power you're going to get out of it. So here you've got a stick that, through this use of this sort of clever geometry in the manufacturing process, is still really stiff, and they're able to use less materials, which means that these sticks are incredibly light. So you've got sort of a next generation type of product here that is giving us incredible stiffness, amazing technology and research done on the head, use of different molds and geometry on the back of the stick, and all of this in a stick that actually weighs less than your traditional sticks. So you're going to find that these FutureLab sticks are really light, and that's what we've seen. Common trends in store here are people are coming in and looking for the lightest stick possible. Obviously, the lighter the stick means you're going to have faster hand speed, which means you're able to execute your skills faster, get the ball off if you are shooting much quicker. So from a benefit point of view, you've got this really great technology on the head, you've got this really well researched and well manufactured geometry on the back, and you have a stick that's really stiff and really light. So yeah, this is kind of a very bold design from Osaka, and it really is something that to behold. You need you need to come into store or have a look at these online. From an aesthetics point of view, it looks really great. It's got this holographic decal on it, and you can see this really glistens in the sun. So it really is a head turner. It performs incredibly well. It's got some great technology in it, and it's definitely something that you should be considering if you're a game changer out there looking to add some new dimensions to your game. So that's the really cool FutureLab 100. It's on a Pro Bow shape, so the bow point is at 250 mils. Really ample curve on it to execute your drag flicks and your overheads and your 3D aerial skills. Really stiff, gonna get a lot of power, super cool, they're gonna look great, and yeah, something you should be considering. So that is the FutureLab from Osaka, sort of very futuristic design, and yeah, we love it in store. If you enjoyed this review of this pretty interesting stick, please give us a like. Comment down below if you have any questions on this. There's quite a lot, and I think I covered most of it, but if you have any questions, please comment below. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do so, and stay tuned for our next review.